Have you ever seen your dog lying quietly in a corner with sad eyes you just couldn't understand? There are days when your pup eats less, plays less, doesn't bark, doesn't ask for cuddles, and doesn't come running to greet you like usual. And you start wondering, is my dog feeling unwell? Or is it sadness? I understand that feeling. That moment when you look into your pet's eyes and sense that something inside is breaking. But then you brush it off and reassure yourself. It's probably nothing. Things will be fine tomorrow. But here's the truth. Loneliness in dogs isn't something that just gets better. It creeps in quietly, silently, and it hurts more than we think. Dogs are pack animals. They aren't meant to be alone. When they feel lonely, their bodies and minds speak up. The question is, are you sensitive enough to listen? In today's video, I'm going to share with you 16 key signs dogs show when they're feeling lonely. Some are obvious, but others may seem harmless, yet are really silent cries for help. And believe me, sign number 7 has left many people filled with regret for missing it too long. If you truly love your dog, stay with me until the end of this video. Because just by understanding and paying attention at the right time, you can completely change the emotional life of a dog who's quietly suffering each day. And hey, if you find this kind of content truly necessary, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Every week, I'll be sharing fresh insights and small tips, things you might not have heard before, but that are absolutely crucial for your pet's emotional well-being. Let's get started with the very first sign, something many people overlook. But it might just be the most desperate cry of a lonely dog. Have you ever seen your pup sniff their food and walk away? Their favorite treats now go untouched, even the ones they used to beg for. Don't be quick to assume they're picky or spoiled. In truth, when a dog is lonely, they can lose all interest in food, just like how people with depression often lose their appetite. Skipping meals isn't just a digestive issue, it's an emotional red flag. A full bowl left untouched all day is your dog's quiet message. I'm really sad. And sometimes just a gentle glance, a warm hug can make your dog feel a little less alone. But if your pup isn't just skipping meals and starts licking or biting themselves until their fur falls out, that's a much bigger concern. Repetitive licking, especially on paws, belly, or tail, is a classic sign of chronic stress caused by loneliness. It's like when people nervously scratch their heads, dogs need a way to release emotion too. Unfortunately, that way ends up hurting their own bodies. You might not even notice until there are bald spots, red skin, or even sores. I just want to soothe the sadness. If they could talk, that's what they'd probably say. Then there are those days you come home, open the door, and sigh. Because your living room looks like a storm hit. Pillows, shredded shoes, chewed curtains torn. But here's the thing, destruction isn't misbehavior. It's loneliness. It's your dog's way of dealing with emptiness. They can't handle long silent hours, so they create chaos to keep themselves busy. That chewed-up remote might just be a cry for your attention. Don't scold them. Place your hand on their chest and ask, have you been alone too long? And if you suddenly find little accidents in the house, your dog peeing or pooping in the wrong place, even though they've always been well-trained, don't jump to the conclusion that they're being bad. Negative emotions like loneliness and anxiety can make dogs lose control. It's like a mental overload that disrupts all their learned behavior, especially if your routine has changed, like going back to work after staying home for a while. These accidents are a message, I'm not used to being without you every day. Clean up gently, and try to spend more time with your dog, even just before bed. Have you ever heard your dog barking non-stop the moment you walk out the door, or howling like they're calling you back? Barking and howling aren't just sounds, they're desperate cries from a lonely heart. Silence terrifies them. That's why some owners leave the radio or TV on at home just so the dog feels someone is around. And sometimes a neighbor tells you, "Your dog howled for 2 hours yesterday." That's the only message your dog could send. Worse than barking physical changes. Sudden weight loss or unusual weight gain. This isn't just about diet. Stress hormones directly impact metabolism. Some dogs eat too much to fill the emotional void. Others won't touch their food at all. Pay attention to their weight backline belly. These areas speak even when your dog can't. Have you ever wondered why your dog gets overly excited when you come home, jumping, whining, licking nonstop like they've waited a lifetime just to see you? Sounds cute, right? But that kind of overreaction is a red flag. It shows emotional dependency that your dog doesn't know how to exist without you. Take a few minutes each time you return to hug them, sit with them, show them you always come back so they don't have to worry every day. But perhaps the most concerning sign is when your dog loses interest in everything they used to love. No more tail wagging at the sound of the leash. No more excitement when you bring out their favorite toy. It's like the world lost all color. If you've ever felt like that, you'll understand what your dog is going through. This is a sign of canine depression, a silent plea. Take them outside, try an old game again, or just go for a walk under the sunset. Sometimes all your dog needs is you really being there. The more time you spend with your dog, the more you'll notice sometimes they follow you everywhere. From the living room to the kitchen, even into the bathroom. They don't need a call, they just tag along. It sounds cute. But if it happens all the time and they seem anxious when they can't see you, it may be separation anxiety. They don't want to be alone, not because they want to play, but because only with you they feel safe. Sadly, not everyone notices this in time, and the dog ends up living in constant fear whenever you walk out the door. And then there are days when you come home to find your shirt from yesterday in their bed, your work shoes dragged to a corner, an old sock or towel they're cuddling, anything that smells like you. It's not mischief. It's longing. Your dog seeks your scent as a way to ease the loneliness. When you're not there, they try to hold on to a piece of you. If your heart just tightened hearing this, please don't take that behavior lightly anymore. Other times, your dog doesn't follow you at all. They just sit there quietly, eyes full of sorrow, no whining, no barking, no happy jumps, no destruction, just eerie silence. And that silence is the loudest alarm. A prolonged stillness with no emotion, it means they've given up inside. Many call it the unspoken sadness, because no bark can express what that silence holds. That's when their little heart is too tired to speak anymore. Then you might notice your dog clinging to you one moment, then hiding away the next. That emotional flip-flop is a sign of inner turmoil when your dog fears being alone, but has also lost trust in connection. Like a child who's been abandoned, yearning for love, yet scared of being hurt again. In these moments, patience is key. Be there, not loud, not demanding. Just be there. So they know, this time, you won't leave. Do you remember your dog's favorite game? That toy they used to run to the moment it squeaked. If now they just lie there, not even looking when you shake it, that joy might be fading. Losing interest in what once brought happiness is a classic sign of depression. But luckily, this can be healed with moments of play, warm eye contact, a gentle voice, and real patience. Some dogs express sadness with silence, but others act out with restless behavior, pacing, wandering, unable to sit still. It's how they battle the emptiness inside. They can't stay put because their mind is spinning. If you see your dog aimlessly pacing around, it's time you pause. Sit down, place your hand on them, and let them feel. It's okay now. I'm here. There are also times they hide in corners, under tables, under beds, or even in closets. Dark, quiet places no one can reach. It's their way of seeking safety, like returning to a cave in their instincts. When the loneliness becomes too much, the dark becomes their only refuge. If you ever see your dog curled up like that, don't pull them out. Crawl in with them. Sit close, gently touch them, and let them know the light is still here. And finally, one of the quietest but most worrying signs, your dog's appetite changes suddenly. Gaining or losing weight rapidly isn't just about food. It's a clear consequence of loneliness-induced stress. They might overeat to fill a void, or stop eating altogether from despair. Watch for changes in their body belly size, coat texture, energy levels. They're all telling a story your dog can't speak aloud. You see, loneliness in dogs doesn't come as a dramatic crash. It creeps in little by little quietly, like a shadow behind the door. And if we don't pay attention in time, if we don't listen with our hearts, sometimes, by the time we notice, it's already too late. But not you. You're here still watching until this very moment, meaning you truly care, truly want to understand, and do something for your pup. And that alone already makes your dog luckier than millions of others. If this video touched something in your heart, please hit the subscribe button, not just to get more helpful tips on pet care, but so we can build a community where every dog is loved the right way. Because sometimes a video, a shared story, can save a heart that's been silently suffering. Thank you for listening, and thank you for being the best friend a dog could ever have.